Imagine planting a vegetable once and never having to replant it again. No endless digging, no seed packets every season, no frustration when crops fail to return. Just a garden that feeds you year after year, effortlessly, like a fruit tree that never stops giving. Most gardeners dream of this kind of abundance, but few realize it's entirely possible. Today we're revealing 20 powerful vegetables that grow like fruit trees. Plant them once, and they'll keep producing for life. Welcome to Purely Garden, the place where smart growing meets sustainability. If you love the idea of harvesting fresh vegetables year after year without replanting, you're in the right place. This channel is all about helping you grow more, waste less, and create a garden that takes care of itself. Before we dive in, make sure to subscribe to Purely Garden and tap that notification bell, because what you'll discover today could completely change the way you think about growing food forever. Let's get started. Number 1. Malabar spinach. This remarkable climbing vine is a tropical green that grows endlessly once it's established. Unlike regular spinach that wilts away in the heat, Malabar spinach thrives in warm, humid weather, sending out glossy, succulent leaves that taste fresh and slightly peppery. It's not just delicious, it's packed with vitamins A and C, calcium and iron, making it both nutritious and beautiful. Once rooted, it can live for years, climbing fences, trellises, or walls like a living green curtain. What makes Malabar spinach truly special is its ability to reseed itself naturally. Even if frost cuts it down, it springs right back from dropped seeds when the weather warms. It's drought-tolerant, easy to maintain, and provides an almost endless harvest of greens throughout the growing season. Whether you sauté it, add it to soups, or eat it raw in salads, this perennial spinach substitute will make you wonder why you ever bothered replanting greens each year. Number 2. Egyptian walking onion. This fascinating plant truly lives up to its name. Instead of producing seeds like ordinary onions, it grows small clusters of bulbs at the tops of its tall stalks. When these bulbs mature, they get heavy, bend toward the ground, and take root to form new plants. In this way, the onion literally walks across your garden, spreading and multiplying without any help from you. Once you plant it, you'll never need to buy onion sets again. Both the green tops and the underground bulbs are edible, offering a mild yet flavorful taste that works beautifully in soups, salads, or stir-fries. Egyptian walking onions are cold-hardy, drought-tolerant, and practically immortal. Each year, they come back stronger and expand naturally, creating an everlasting supply of onions for your kitchen with almost no effort at all. Number 3. Okinawa spinach. This stunning edible ground cover is a true garden gem, both for its looks and its longevity. Its leaves are green on top and a rich purple underneath, giving it a beautiful two-toned appearance that brightens up any bed or border. Unlike traditional spinach, Okinawa spinach loves warmth and humidity, thriving in tropical and subtropical climates where other greens often struggle. Once planted, it quickly spreads, forming a lush carpet of edible foliage that returns year after year. The flavor is mild and slightly crisp, making it perfect for salads, soups, or stir-fries. It's also loaded with antioxidants and vitamins, known to help lower cholesterol and support overall health. Because it's a perennial, you can simply harvest the tender tips and let the plant regrow endlessly. It's decorative, delicious, and dependable, a perfect addition for gardeners who want beauty and bounty in the same plant. Number 4. Ceylon spinach. Known in many regions as waterleaf or fame flower, Ceylon spinach is one of those quietly powerful plants that can transform a garden. It thrives in tropical and subtropical climates, growing lush, fleshy leaves that shimmer in the sunlight. Once established, it regenerates easily from cuttings or root pieces, ensuring that even if you trim it back, it comes roaring back stronger. Its tender leaves are slightly tangy, packed with iron, calcium, and vitamins A and C, making it both a culinary and nutritional treasure. What truly sets Ceylon spinach apart is its resilience. It tolerates drought, poor soil, and heavy pruning without missing a beat. The more you harvest, the more vigorously it grows. It's excellent in soups, stews, or stir-fries, where its slightly mucilaginous texture helps thicken and enrich dishes. Whether you plant it in garden beds or containers, this forever spinach will continue to feed you for years, proving that true abundance starts with a single planting. Number 5. Tree collards. Unlike the ordinary collard greens that need replanting every season, tree collards grow tall and live for many years, forming woody stems that can reach up to 10 feet high. Their broad, dark green leaves are packed with vitamins and minerals, and the plant thrives in cooler seasons when most vegetables slow down. Once you get them started, they just keep going, offering a steady supply of fresh, tender greens without ever needing to reseed or start over. Tree collards are incredibly forgiving plants. You can prune them heavily, and they'll respond with even more vigorous growth. They tolerate poor soil, survive light frost, and resist many pests that plague other brassicas. The more you harvest, the bushier they become, providing a renewable source of food that can last for decades. For gardeners who want a reliable, low-maintenance vegetable that gives and gives, tree collards are as close to a forever crop as you can get. Number 6. Chia, also known as tree spinach. This hardy perennial shrub is a powerhouse of nutrition and resilience. Native to Central America, chia can grow up to 10 feet tall with broad, soft leaves that are rich in protein, calcium, and iron. It's an incredible substitute for regular spinach, especially in tropical or dry climates where tender greens struggle to survive. Once established, it grows rapidly, tolerating heat, drought, and poor soil like a true survivor. The beauty of chia lies in its longevity. It can live for decades, producing an endless supply of edible leaves. To prepare it safely, the leaves must be boiled for a few minutes, which removes naturally occurring compounds and makes them tender and delicious. Once cooked, chia becomes a nutritious staple that rivals any leafy green you can buy. It's the kind of plant that feeds you year after year, demanding almost nothing in return, a true gift for any gardener seeking sustainable abundance. Number 7. Jerusalem artichoke, also known as sunchoke. This incredible root vegetable grows tall, with cheerful yellow flowers that resemble small sunflowers. Beneath the soil, it produces clusters of crisp, nutty tubers that can be eaten raw, roasted, or mashed like potatoes. Once planted, Jerusalem artichokes spread rapidly through underground rhizomes, returning each year without replanting. In fact, it's so prolific that many gardeners call it the vegetable that never dies. What makes the Jerusalem artichoke truly special is its combination of beauty, productivity, and nutrition. The tubers are rich in inulin, a type of fiber that supports healthy digestion and helps regulate blood sugar. Even after heavy harvesting, the smallest pieces left in the soil regenerate new plants for the next season. It's a self-sustaining food source that thrives in poor soil and cold climates, rewarding you with harvests year after year. Once you introduce this resilient vegetable into your garden, you'll never have to worry about growing it again. It simply takes care of itself. Number 8. Perennial kale, often known as Daubenton's kale. This is one of the most rewarding leafy greens you can ever grow, because unlike the common kale that dies after a single season, perennial kale lives for years. It grows as a sturdy, bushy plant that constantly produces fresh leaves from its base. The flavor is tender and mild, and the leaves can be harvested almost year-round. Once established, it becomes a reliable source of greens that ask for nothing more than occasional pruning and compost. Perennial kale thrives in cool and temperate climates, easily withstanding frost and light snow. It's highly resilient against pests and diseases that trouble regular brassicas, making it a gardener's dream. The best part, you can propagate it easily by taking cuttings, meaning one plant can give rise to many. With its endless regrowth and low maintenance, Daubenton's kale isn't just a vegetable, it's a living investment in your garden's future. Number 9. Watercress. This fast-growing aquatic green is one of the most nutritious vegetables you can grow, and once it takes hold, it practically never stops producing. Watercress thrives in moist soil or shallow water, spreading quickly through its stems and self-seeding freely. Its peppery, refreshing flavor adds a vibrant kick to salads, sandwiches, and soups, and its tender leaves are loaded with vitamins A, C, and K, along with powerful antioxidants that boost overall health. What makes watercress extraordinary is its ability to regenerate endlessly. As long as it has access to moisture and a bit of sunlight, it will continue to grow back after every harvest. You can snip the tops, toss them into your meal, and watch new shoots appear within days. It's one of those plants that quietly multiplies, providing a perpetual harvest without any replanting or special care. With watercress in your garden, or even in a small water container, you'll have a living fountain of nutrition that keeps giving all year long. Number 10. Asparagus pea, also known as winged pea. This unique and often overlooked legume is as beautiful as it is productive. The plant produces striking crimson-red flowers that attract pollinators, followed by delicate green pods, shaped like tiny winged stars. The flavor is reminiscent of mild asparagus, and the pods can be enjoyed steamed, stir-fried, or even raw when tender. Once planted, asparagus pea readily self-seeds, ensuring that it returns each growing season with very little effort from you. Beyond its charm, the asparagus pea is tough and versatile. It thrives in poor soils, tolerates heat, and even helps enrich the ground with nitrogen thanks to its legume roots. It's both ornamental and edible, a true dual-purpose plant that looks stunning in borders or containers. The best part is its consistency. Harvest a few pods, let some mature, and the seeds will fall to the ground, starting the next generation. It's a plant that rewards you season after season, proving that beauty and bounty can grow hand in hand. Number 11. Vietnamese coriander. This aromatic herb is a true gem for gardeners who love fresh, bold flavors. Unlike regular cilantro, that bolts quickly and fades away, Vietnamese coriander thrives in warm, humid conditions and lives as a perennial in frost-free areas. Its long, glossy leaves carry a distinct peppery cilantro taste that stays vibrant even when cooked. Once established, it spreads easily, forming lush mats of fragrant greenery that you can harvest all year long. What makes Vietnamese coriander so special is its effortless growth and endless supply. You can trim it heavily for kitchen use, and within weeks it bounces back, fuller than before. It loves partial shade and moist soil, making it perfect for garden edges or pots. Because it rarely flowers in temperate regions, it focuses all its energy on leaf production, giving you a constant harvest without the frustration of short-lived cilantro crops. If you want a lifetime of flavor from a single planting, this is your perfect perennial herb. Number 12. Udo, also known as Japanese spikenard. This remarkable perennial vegetable grows into a tall, graceful plant that looks more like an ornamental shrub than something you can eat. In early spring, it produces tender shoots that are harvested and enjoyed much like asparagus, offering a delicate, slightly citrusy flavor that's prized in Japanese cuisine. Once established, Udo comes back year after year, sending up new shoots each spring, even after harsh winters. What makes Udo a gardener's secret treasure is its combination of elegance and resilience. It thrives in partial shade and rich, moist soil, creating a striking focal point in the garden, while quietly feeding you season after season. The young shoots and blanched stems are edible, and even the leaves can be used sparingly in cooking. It requires little maintenance once mature, and its deep roots ensure longevity for decades. Plant Udo once, and you'll have a gourmet perennial that keeps rewarding you with both beauty and flavor every single year. Number 13. Sweet potato leaves. While most gardeners grow sweet potatoes for their delicious roots, the tender green leaves are just as valuable and even easier to harvest. In warm climates, the sweet potato vine behaves like a perennial, returning from its underground tubers each year. The young leaves are mild, slightly sweet, and packed with vitamins A, C, and B6, along with iron and calcium. You can harvest them continuously through the growing season, and the plant will keep producing more. Sweet potato leaves are a staple green in many tropical countries, where they're sautéed, steamed, or added to soups for a nutritious boost. The plant itself grows quickly, covering large areas with lush, heart-shaped foliage that also suppresses weeds and conserves moisture. When cooler weather arrives, the vines die back, but the buried tubers rest and regrow when warmth returns. It's a perfect example of a plant once, harvest forever, vegetable, both ornamental and endlessly generous. Number 14, Kang Kong, also known as water spinach. This vibrant, fast-growing vegetable is a true star in tropical and subtropical gardens. Its long, hollow stems and arrow-shaped leaves thrive in wet or marshy soil, growing quickly and abundantly wherever there's consistent moisture. Kang Kong is a staple in many Asian cuisines, valued for its tender shoots and mild, spinach-like flavor. Once it takes root, it grows continuously, allowing you to harvest tender tips every few days while the plant keeps regenerating endlessly. What makes Kang Kong so remarkable is its adaptability. It can grow in soil, water, or even containers, provided it stays moist. The more you cut it back, the faster it grows, rewarding regular harvests with thicker, healthier regrowth. It's rich in iron, fiber, and antioxidants, making it both nourishing and satisfying to eat. A single planting can yield for years in warm climates, turning a small corner of your garden, or even a bucket of water, into a never-ending source of fresh green goodness. Number 15. Perennial leeks, often known as Daubenton's leeks. This hardy, long-lived vegetable behaves like a self-sufficient version of the ordinary leek. Once planted, it forms clusters of bulbs underground and tiny bulbils on its flower stalks, both of which can grow into new plants. Over time, the clump expands naturally, ensuring a steady supply of flavorful, onion-like stalks every year without the need for replanting. It's a vegetable that truly thrives on neglect. Just harvest a few and let the rest multiply. Perennial leeks are remarkably tough, tolerating frost, poor soil, and even drought. Their mild, sweet flavor makes them perfect for soups, stews, and sautés, offering the same culinary versatility as annual leeks, but with far less effort. Because they divide themselves underground, they create a living patch of abundance that only needs occasional thinning. Once established, Daubenton's leeks return faithfully each spring, giving you all the taste of garden-fresh leeks, with none of the yearly replanting. Number 16. Yakon. This remarkable root vegetable from the Andes is often called the Peruvian ground apple because of its crisp, juicy texture and mildly sweet flavor. It grows tall, with broad sunflower-like leaves, and below the surface, it produces clusters of edible tubers that taste like a blend of apple, pear, and watermelon. Once planted, Yakon develops rhizomes that regenerate every year, meaning that with just one planting, you can enjoy harvests for many seasons to come. Yakon is not only delicious, but also incredibly nutritious. It's rich in inulin, a natural prebiotic fiber that supports digestion and blood sugar balance. After harvesting the main tubers, you can replant the small rhizomes, which will sprout into new plants the following spring. It's easy to grow, adaptable to various climates, and requires little maintenance once established. With Yakon in your garden, you'll have a renewable source of sweet, crunchy roots that keep giving year after year, a true plant once, eat forever, treasure. Number 17. Welsh onion, also known as bunching onion. This hardy perennial never forms large bulbs like regular onions, but instead produces endless clusters of hollow green stalks that can be harvested again and again. Once you plant it, the base divides naturally underground, creating dense clumps that return stronger each season. The flavor is mild, yet savory, perfect for soups, salads, and stir-fries, giving you that fresh onion taste all year long without ever needing to replant. Welsh onions are among the easiest vegetables to maintain. They tolerate cold, heat, and poor soil, and they bounce back quickly after every harvest. You can trim them down to the base, and within weeks, new shoots emerge, fresh, crisp, and full of flavor. They're perfect for small gardens or pots, and can live for many years if left undisturbed. With just one planting, you'll have an endless supply of green onions, making the Welsh onion a true staple for any low-maintenance, high-yield garden. Number 18. Bamboo shoots. Certain clumping bamboo varieties not only bring beauty and shade to your garden, but also produce delicious edible shoots each year. These young shoots emerge from the soil in spring, tender and full of flavor, with a mild, nutty taste similar to fresh corn or asparagus. Once you harvest the young sprouts and let a few mature to maintain the growth, the plant will continue producing year after year, becoming a permanent living food source that renews itself naturally. Bamboo is one of the fastest-growing plants in the world, and when managed properly, it provides a nearly endless harvest. Choose non-invasive clumping species like Bambusa ultimii or Dendrocalamus asper, which stay contained and productive for decades. After the first year of establishment, bamboo requires almost no care, just seasonal trimming and occasional watering. It's not only an edible crop, but also an eco-friendly windbreak, privacy screen, and soil stabilizer. Plant bamboo once, and you'll enjoy a lifetime of fresh shoots and natural beauty. Number 19. Good King Henry. Once a staple green in old European cottage gardens, this forgotten vegetable deserves a comeback. It's a hardy perennial that emerges every spring with deep green, arrow-shaped leaves and tender shoots that can be eaten much like asparagus. The flavor is earthy and rich, similar to spinach, but with a more rustic, old-fashioned depth. It thrives in poor or neglected soil, growing stronger each year without demanding fertilizers or special care. Good King Henry is a survivor. Once planted, it settles in for the long haul, returning faithfully season after season. Both the young shoots and mature leaves are edible, and it even produces seeds that can be saved or left to self-sow. Its resilience and low-maintenance nature make it perfect for a sustainable garden. Whether tucked in a corner bed or left to naturalize near fruit trees, this ancient green will quietly provide a reliable harvest for years, asking for nothing more than the occasional harvest and a little admiration. Number 20. Cassava leaves. Most gardeners know cassava for its starchy, tuberous roots, used to make tapioca, but few realize that its young leaves are an incredible source of nutrition. In tropical and subtropical climates, cassava grows as a hardy perennial shrub, reaching several feet tall and producing lush clusters of deep green leaves. Once established, it can live for years, thriving in hot, dry conditions where many vegetables fail. The tender young leaves, when boiled properly, become a rich source of protein, iron, and vitamins A and C. Cassava's real strength lies in its ability to regenerate endlessly. Even after harvesting the roots, you can replant a stem cutting, and within weeks it will sprout into a new plant. It's resilient to drought, pests, and poor soil, making it one of the most self-sustaining crops in the world. With just a few cuttings, you can create a thriving patch that feeds you year after year. Cassava leaves truly embody the idea of plant once, eat forever, a living example of nature's generosity and endurance. Imagine walking through your garden a year from now and seeing every plant you once sowed still thriving, lush greens, tall shoots, and vibrant life springing from the same roots you planted just once. That's the magic of these extraordinary vegetables. They don't just feed you for a season, they create a living cycle of abundance, where nature does the work, and you simply enjoy the harvest. With every leaf, stem, and root, they remind us that the best gardens are the ones that keep giving back. By choosing these forever vegetables, you're not only saving time and effort, you're building a sustainable food source that can last for generations. You're cutting down waste, preserving soil health, and letting your garden evolve into a self-sustaining ecosystem. Every time one of these plants returns on its own, it's proof that your garden is alive, balanced, and thriving. It's the ultimate reward for working with nature instead of against it. So start with just one of these perennials and watch your garden transform into a place of effortless abundance. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to Purely Garden for more ways to grow smarter, live greener, and harvest forever. And remember, once you plant for permanence, your garden becomes more than soil and seeds. It becomes a legacy of growth, nourishment, and renewal.